Yo, Chris, what you do this weekend, man?
This weekend, other than work, you know, had a long weekend for like out with the family and playing with my little man. Just doing daily things.
You do nothing with the old lady for Valentine's Day?
We just went out to eat.
Okay.
You know, I ain't do a whole lot.
So you don't really celebrate it then?
Well, you know what? I do things on a regular. Pretty much do things all the time. When you in love or you with your person or having a relationship with somebody, you do things all the time. So therefore, holidays don't seem like holidays.
Yeah. I don't really celebrate nothing myself, man. If I'm with someone, we go do it up every day. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna pick out one day to do nothing special. You know what I'm saying? Every day gonna be special. But anyway.
That's how it need to be. You know.
You see in the playoffs this last couple of days?
Well, that Super Bowl was kind of a beat down.
Not the playoffs. No, I ain't talking about the playoffs. The basketball, the
NBA.
All Star weekend,
Well,
wasn't it?
I caught a little bit of slam
Wasn't the
dunk.
All Star weekend this past weekend?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I caught a little bit of the slam dunk contest last night. Yeah, that was actually one of the
Is that the
best.
one with the that white dude be dunking?
Yeah,
Well, that dude dangerous,
yeah.
man.
He
Yeah,
he did a three-peat.
yeah. I watched that. I seen it. The rewind of it. I think he jumped over a car, some crazy
Well,
shit.
he jumped over a guy on one of them what's them little things you stand on and you ride. The guy was turning around,
But
and
who
then
jumped over a car one year? Somebody jumped over a car one year.
that's the one Blake Griffin jumped over a car.
No, wasn't the little young guys jumped over a car.
I haven't
I
seen that
pulled
one.
it up.
I haven't seen that one. You know.
It was something then. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, but that little white kid, man, he got some ups.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, I mean, I done seen a lot of little different things about. I mean, about the little boy, little Elon Musk, little son, telling Trump to shut the fuck up. You ain't.
I thought I heard he said
He told him to go away.
he told him to go
He said,
away.
"You're not
Okay.
the president." He said, "Go away." He put a ban on transgenders also going to the military.
You got a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with it. I mean, you got people having these surgeries to be like a man want to be a woman, but then they enlisting in the military. I mean, that's a slippery slope though on that one. Slippery slope.
I don't know who I want to. I don't know if I want to have that kind of person fighting beside me. That's just personal.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, just being honest, I mean, they sign up for a job to do a job, regardless fighting beside you or not. You know what I'm saying?
But I ain't signing up anyway. So fight on, fight on. In recent news, Tennessee taco truck got raided by plainclothes officers workers detained by ICE agents. That's crazy. You think or not?
Got
I'm raiding the taco trucks now, bro.
They raiding taco. I mean, they might as well just say, go over there and ask, place their order. That's what
Yeah,
they need to do, place an order.
yeah.
You know, what all you like on your taco?
Another topic. Husband destroys wife Valentine's Day gifts from boss.
He destroys her Valentine's Day gifts from her boss.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Say he bought her flowers, chocolate candy, and
Well, let me ask you this:
balloons.
let me ask you this: Why would he destroy them though?
Now listen, it was bought by her boss.
Yeah.
What her boss doing buying her Valentine's Day chocolate candy, balloons, a married woman?
Well, did he
That
do
kind
did
of
he,
disrespectful.
Well, my thing is,
for her to accept it and for him to offer it
Well,
on that day. Now you ain't done nothing for my wife all year, but on Valentine's Day you gonna send a chocolate candy, balloons. You know, it's more to that story than that.
yeah.
You know, I can understand he went out of town and bought her something back, on vacation or something, or, put people like little postcards or whatever. But on Valentine's Day, you gonna go get my wife shit?
Well, who's to say he didn't get a nut?
Who?
The husband.
Wait, that ain't the story.
I feel you.
So you wouldn't have no problem with another man buying your wife Valentine's Day gift. You'd be all right with it.
I'm gonna tell you like this: my wife ain't gonna accept the gift from another man.
I'm saying,
you know why? Because I'm gonna make sure that she got what she's supposed to have.
But I'm saying, would you be acceptable to that happening?
No.
That's all I'm saying. That's the question.
But I get that. But what I'm saying,
because you got to look at life like this, Chris. You got millionaires lose women. It's not because they can't provide for them. It has nothing to do with that. So it's not because they can't provide for them. So you really can't say that. So that's more when you buying a woman candy, flowers, and balloons and stuff like that. That's emotional. It's a difference. That has nothing to do with money. That's emotional.
no.
He been doing something around her.
Well, what I'm saying is,
Even to think to buy a woman that. I'm gonna buy that for my baby. See, that's probably what he was thinking.
What I'm telling you is this though. No, a woman who is actually being taken care of and is happy, they're not gonna take a gift from another man.
But
period.
You gotta look what is taken care of.
What I mean,
you talking about financially, emotionally?
No, what I mean by taking care of, I'm talking about why would she accept that Valentine's gift from that man? So evidently, it's something that's going on in their marriage where.
That's why I say emotional. That's why I say sometimes it has nothing to do with money. Emotional.
So you missing what I'm saying. I'm not talking about like financial. I'm talking about taking care of is broad. Like you doing what you're supposed to make sure your woman is secure. You going out of your way.
But you know the percentages of marriages that fail. So I can understand your argument, but if you look at the percentages, it don't equate with even close to what you're saying. Well, because life don't go like that. If we look, we can, so to speak, life don't go like that.
Most relationships.
That's the fantasy world, but life ain't fantasy. If that was the case, it wouldn't be that many divorces.
Not. Well, you can say.
I'm just, I'm looking at the obvious.
Let me ask you this though.
The numbers don't lie.
Why they had them numbers? Why are the numbers?
Well, people divorce.
Why?
I ain't gonna ask you why. I already know why.
Why? Tell me why.
Because they don't have a spiritual connection. But most people ain't spiritual anyway, so you'll never find that spiritual connection. Well, a lot of people don't know what a spiritual connection is.
You got some people that's not spiritually, and they
but that's not that don't mean they got a spiritual connection, Chris.
No,
I know people have been married 30, 40, 50 years, and they'll tell you they thought about leaving, and they just stayed for the kids and everything. They just live together because, don't ask me why, but the man going out there doing what he doing, and the wife doing what she doing. So it's I see that all the time, bro. I don't live. I ain't talking about what somebody told me.
Well, I mean, we all live it. But what I'm saying is this though. Most relationships fail because people get comfortable. And what I mean by comfortable is that they quit dating one another. They quit, being affectionate towards one another. Like they stopped doing the things that actually drew them closer together. That's how a lot of relationships end. Because if you
even in all that, I guess I look at life I see reality more than try to paint a perfect picture. Because, life is not perfect. And you can try to perfect the picture, which you probably can, but, that's why I just say picture perfect. Life don't go like that. You know, in my opinion, if you look, you take a couple that's married. Now, I might stay with my wife 20, 30 years. But that has nothing to do with a spiritual connection. You doing what you're being taught. You being programmed. Your parents are married. Society tell you to get married. They tell you have kids, send your kids to school. Send them to college. That's you going with. You going with a spiritual connection is. Let's say I'm married to this woman. Let's say I go out, I have an affair on or whatever. A spiritual connection, she gonna see me and I'm gonna be able to see her having that affair. I'm talking about you have to be a spiritual person to really be even inclined to understand what I'm talking about. Not saying you ain't spiritual, but a spiritual connection is far beyond the physical, way far beyond. A physical connection, you and your wife thinking the same thing. You with somebody else, your wife knowing your wife be with somebody else, your spirit, you already ain't nobody gotta tell you nothing. And sometimes you have a vision of her doing what she's doing. That's spiritual. You see you it's spiritual.
That can also be
everybody is it's hard to find, and a lot of people never find it in this lifetime. A lot of people tell you that you'll never find a spiritual mate. You'll find a mate, but not a spiritual mate. It's a difference. And that's why people they fall in, that's why you have a lot of divorce. A lot of people are not spiritually connected.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I agree with that completely. I just think that you got some people that
you're a spiritual being.
I'm not
disagree with that.
I'm not disagreeing with that. But what I'm saying is, just because you say you have to be spiritual to keep a marriage together, you got some people out here in the world that's not spiritual, but they marriage still together.
I didn't say that. I said even you got a lot of people that's even been married 30 and 40 years and still don't have a spiritual connection because of they've been programmed. You got some countries, man, these women, when they get married, they've been programmed and raised to obey their husband, do what their husband say. They would never leave their husband. That's programming, man. If you can't see it, I don't know what to say. That don't mean that woman has a spiritual connection to her husband. You got some of these women that get married when they 14, 15 years old. These kids, they don't mean they have a spiritual connection to that person. Really don't even mean they love that person. So that's what I'm saying. A marriage is not just a paper, bro. And people, that's why I don't have, if that's what you choose to do, go get married on paper. I tell people that's your choice. But I don't need the government to tell me I can get married.
I think
if I'm building a spiritual union.
I think it's a lot bigger than that, though.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot bigger than that, though.
Well, reality is reality. You can't make it bigger or smaller.
Well,
it's going to be what it is.
I mean, honestly, that's just like, a person trying to tell you to raise a child and they don't have kids. They don't know what all it takes to raise a child. That's why I say sometimes, you talking about a marriage, unless you actually kind of experienced it, some things you wouldn't understand.
Okay, let's say this. I know some people been together 20 years. They ain't never signed no paper, but they married. So if their marriage different than yours, what makes their marriage 20 or 30 years without signing the paper, what makes their marriage different than your marriage? I'm just asking the question, what makes their marriage different than your marriage?
Well,
because you went and got a paper?
Well,
I just want to know if because you went and got a paper, that don't define marriage. Define the marriage.
I'm getting ready to answer you. Basically, like in America, there you have to have a paper to be married.
Says who? Who told you that?
That's just the law.
Says who? Who contract did you use? Your one or you used the white man contract?
Well, at the end of the day,
I'm just asking who contract. Did you and your wife sit down and write? I'm just asking because I would like to know. Did you and your wife, because you can write your own contract, did you and your wife sit down and write out your contract? Or did you rely on somebody else to tell you how you were going to run your marriage?
No, it ain't about how you run your marriage.
Yeah, because something happened, y'all divorced or something, they're going to tell you how to. You got to ask them when you can get divorced. Come on, bro.
You're not.
You might be into something you don't even know you got yourself into. You got to go ask them, can you get divorced?
No, you don't.
Okay. But you ain't got to do that no more.
No, you ain't never had to do that.
Okay.
You never had to tell them. They never told you how you operate in a marriage or when you get a divorce. I mean,
you ain't got to go to court and they gonna tell you how much your wife get. That's somebody else interfering in your union.
What I'm saying is some states are different.
Okay, but
every state ain't the same.
But still, you should have nobody interfering in your union, especially not government. There's no room for it.
Well, that's for a reason.
Well, unless you're gonna pay me to get married, I ain't get married. If it don't benefit me financially, why get married? What's the purpose of it?
Why? How you figure it won't benefit you?
I'm saying unless it benefit me, unless I can see the numbers where me and this lady being married benefit us as far as with the government, why would I get married?
It ain't supposed to be about the government. It's supposed to be between you and her.
That's why I'm saying I'm not going to get no paper for it. That's all I'm saying. That's why I'm saying what would make a person being married to his wife 30 years, what make his marriage different than your marriage better than his marriage just because you got paperwork to say the government said you married. Well, I'm talking about within him and his wife, they got a union between him and his maker. I'm talking about that man that's being married with a union between him and his maker. His marriage is more valid than any paper. That's in my opinion. His marriage to me is more valid because they have a union between them and they stay together. They didn't need nobody to tell them how to run nothing, who gonna get half or who gonna get nothing. Who gonna get nothing? See, they created a union, a spiritual union.
But see, that's where you go wrong at. You saying somebody telling them how to have a marriage, and that's not what it's about. You and that person, y'all decide what's gonna be work best in your home. Don't nobody else determines that, but you and your
that's what I say. Unless it benefits you for getting married, I don't see the purpose of getting married through the government.
How do you know it's gonna benefit you?
Well, you do man, people. I'll leave it at that. I'm gonna study everything for taxes, anything for because once you marry, y'all become a union, even in the government for the government stuff. Because there's a lot to play in there, man. It just ain't.
That's what I know.
You're under contract, just like you're under contract when you got your driver's license.
It's not really a contract. I think.
You can make it sound like what you want to sound like. It's a contract.
It's not a contract.
Anybody with. Okay.
It's not a contract, boss. Okay. I'm telling you, it's not a contract.
All right. Okay.
It's not.
Okay. It's not a contract.
Oh.
Okay. So these people get divorced and have to pay out, and woman take half their money.
Well, let me ask you.
The government ain't got nothing to do with it. They go to court. So, but
let me ask you this.
I guess I'm crazy.
Let me ask you this though. So if the person that you married to before you got married, y'all didn't have what you had when y'all got married, and she has helped you build an empire, do she deserve half?
I'm gonna give her what she supposed to have. I don't need nobody else to tell me that. I don't need the court to tell me what I'm supposed to give her. Well, I can be a worthless shit nigga.
Well,
I don't need the court to tell me. I don't need the court to tell me my woman been with me the whole time.
What I'm saying,
I don't need that.
What I'm saying is, you say that, but what if she want to go to court?
But I ain't marrying nobody under the government laws. I'm not doing that. I don't live that life, and I ain't gonna start now. You know what I'm saying?
Under the government laws.
Yeah.
We all got laws that we go by.
I say I'm not getting married under the government. I ain't say not following no laws. I say I'm not getting married under no government law. Or signing no government paper or nothing to get married. Nothing. I'm not signing shit for the government to get married. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to.
All right.
How was people get married way before us? So a lot of people don't think, man, that the government put out anything and people reach for it. I ain't a reacher. Not like that. I got one for you. Most racist movie in the last 10 years.
Most racist movie in the last 10 years. Honestly,
Django.
I figured you was gonna say that, but
Them damn Jews wouldn't play that shit. Make a movie about some Jews like Django. Let's see what happened to you. They won't even there.
nah, they want to forget about the things that they already been through. So, but I don't know why
Them Jews don't play that shit.
we always.
Well, they run the shit, so that shit would never air.
Yeah.
They said something about the little shit that been a minute. Kanye West. But the Kanye West
Yeah.
had posted something about the little movie.
Well, Kanye West, the basketball player, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving that posted something about that. What was it?
It was something about Hebrews.
Israelites or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. So
So
you see the uproar about that.
Yeah.
So
well, they Nike dropped them, and they suspended them from the league for a period of time. I mean, it's just he received a lot of backlash from about that movie, but they say that it was Shaq or Magic Johnson who have a movie theater. They said he had played it at his movie theater in California.
Yeah, I heard about that. But
yeah,
you know how that go.
Yeah, so.
Hey, Chris. I got one more for you. The size matter.
Well, I couldn't tell you that. That woman she the one got to answer that for you.
No, I'm talking about, I don't know if you've seen it, but Chad Ocho? Ocho said, nigga said, I don't know, haven't said if it was a girl or somebody, and said she said deeper or more. Say he ain't have no more. So what said he went and got a little something worked on, if you know what I mean.
Okay, so evidently he said he wasn't satisfying her then.
Well, she said she needed a little bit more. He said he ain't gave it every inch he had.
Yeah. I guess.
Well, what said he fixed that?
Well, hey, I guess he can get what she asking for now then.
Yeah, yeah. But women do it.
Yeah.
So I don't see no problem with it myself. What you think about it was a little boy, they said it was a little black kid about 15 years old, chased down a car for about, I don't know how many miles, and saved I think the little white girl was like 5, 6 years old. You hear about that story?
No, I haven't heard about that. Was she the one that was driving the car?
No, she got abducted.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, I haven't heard that one.
Swingers night out with the wife, or watch football with the guys.
Repeat that one more time.
Swingers night out with the wife, or watch football with the guys.
A swingers night out with the wife, or watch football
with the guys. That's horrible.
I don't know if I want to be swinging. I guess I'll watch football with the guys. That's a dangerous thing to get involved in. But like you said,
I guess if I had a chick, if I'm dating a chick, if I'm dating a chick.
No, I'm talking to you. See, that's what you're saying. Dating. if I'm dating instead of marriage,
Oh yeah,
now
yeah.
that's one thing.
Well, now when I say I'm married, we're gonna have a commitment between each other.
Yeah.
But if I say I'm dating you, that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
You
now
know,
that's
until we
one
make
thing.
a commitment.
Yeah.
I ain't, you know. But if I'm dating a chick, yeah, because I ain't got no, you know, I probably ain't gonna have no really
Yeah.
no connection with her. We just other than having a good time.
Yeah.
And probably like her, but ain't nothing sick. If that make any sense.
Yeah, it do.
You know, I ain't got no. No, if she leave me next week, I ain't gonna be.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I shouldn't be like that, but
I mean, but like you said, you got some people that's what they love though. They like that type of, you know, excitement. So that's what they do. They look for.
But the whole time I wouldn't want to be with nobody like that anyway, because you know, even if I'm dating you, I don't. You know.
I mean, most men. Let's be honest. Most men are territorial. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, you know, that's not something you want to.
Most of us now.
Yeah,
most of us now.
Not all. Most. Yeah.
Well, I met so many, man. You like that? That's your woman, yeah.
Yeah.
Chris. Well, it happens, man. You know.
Yeah, it happens.
You ain't got, like I tell you, you ain't gotta have a lot of money. Just look like you got a little bit. You make a little something happen. You know what I'm saying? I can't make a lot happen, but you make a little something happen. But yeah.
What did y'all think about the Kendrick Lamar halftime show and comparing it to like halftime shows of the past? Like, what was it like for you?
Well, I didn't really see it. I just seen like maybe like a couple of minutes of it. I went back and read some of the things what a lot of people were saying, and some people they said it was the worst halftime show ever. Some people say it had a message in it. You know what I mean? And talking about the revolution will be televised, and so basically, I'm getting mixed reviews about the halftime show. But I'm gonna probably go back on YouTube and try to look at it just to see, for myself what I think about it. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I watched. I went back and watched it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I look at the art form, so I wasn't looking.
Yeah.
I'm looking at everything too, but I'm judging more of the art form, listening to his lyrics. You know, everybody looking at the stage, how everything was, came together. I'm looking at everything, the big picture of it. So, but anything that it brings a little controversial, to be controversial, I'm always up for that.
I think that Kendrick he makes pretty good music. I done heard his albums, and I mean I have some songs on his albums that I like, but as far as like him being like an entertainer, he's not an entertainer. As far as he don't go out there and entertain, he just pretty much for like raps and just go back and forth. He ain't like a Chris Brown or what I'm saying, like a Mary J. Blige who performs, or like a Prince. Like to me, Prince probably had the best halftime show of all time down in Miami.
We talk about a different type of artist, but if you talking about just for a rap,
yeah,
that's how I looked at it, because I wouldn't compare his show to somebody, no matter how many views it got. I wouldn't compare it to, because the time.
What about the one that when Snoop Dogg and them, like Dr. Dre, they said that that one was a pretty good concert. I mean, like, halftime show about 2 years ago?
Yeah.
But see, the thing about it is that, they know how to perform. Kendrick Lamar, they said he had the most views of any halftime Super Bowl show.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's time. It's always trying to step up.
Yeah.
But, pretty good game.
Yeah, but I think Kendrick, he made a point to get something out there that he wants.
Yeah, message. Yeah. I agree with that. It's always good to send a message. positive, you know.
Y'all talked about Elon Musk and the man's son, Lil X.
Yeah.
Telling Trump, you're not the president. You can go ahead and leave. Then he also said, shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Would that have ever happened when y'all was growing up?
No.
Would y'all ever been able to get away with that or any other kid?
No.
White or black?
No. Wouldn't been able to get away with it. But the thing is about it is that for that little Musk, I'm not sure how old he is, but the thing about it, he told him to shut his mouth. He had to hear his dad or somebody, an adult, talking like that, talking about you're not the president. And,
Yeah. That's on way. That's on way he would have said it.
yeah. And so, I mean, when you have a child,
He ain't heard somebody close to him
Yeah.
say it, in my opinion.
yeah,
More than once.
yeah.
Cause it stayed in his head.
But you know, his dad just, he didn't pay it no attention. He just, like he wasn't even, I don't care,
Them white kids don't get no beating, man. Little Johnny probably don't even go sit in the corner, whatever his name is. I'm gonna call him Johnny for now. Little Johnny probably don't even go sit in the corner. That's when I'm gonna go. You gonna go to the house and get him some cheese crackers, a shot of wine, and a scoop of ice cream.
He say, look, if you call him Little Johnny,
Yeah, I'm calling Little Johnny.
He say SpaceX let them do whatever they want.
Well,
That's what he said.
he said what now?
SpaceX let them do whatever they want.
Who said that?
Your boy, you say Little Johnny.
That's what Little Johnny said.
Yeah.
That's the next president. He got a little time to go though. That's your next president right there, the United States. Y'all add up the years and get back with me.
It's bigger than that. We all know that.
So what now, Chris?
It's bigger than that. We all know that.
Yeah. But they'll put something in front of you now.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, they'll put something in front of you now. You gonna remember what he said, because they're gonna pull it back up when he was a kid. He gonna do something. If he don't do nothing but leave here, he gonna do something.
Yeah. I'm gonna shut his mouth.
Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Under the Sun. I'm your host, Life Next to God.
I'm Chris McIntosh. Like, share, subscribe. Till next time, love, peace, and happiness.